All right, so in this video, we're gonna go over some techniques for the right hand. Common beginner right hand mistakes, some common flaws, and then we're gonna go over a number of setups for the right hand, working angles, foot position, hand position, and using other shots to set up your right hand. Now quickly, before we get into the video, I wanna mention my London seminar is coming up August 19th at the Tabernacle in Notting Hill. So if you're in London, in Europe, August 19th, 2017, I'm gonna leave a link in the video description below. You can go check out more information on that, and I look forward to seeing you guys there. Okay, so in throwing the right hand for beginners, there's a number of mistakes that I commonly see. Some of them you'll even see going into more advanced boxers. And it's something that as you get better, some are clear fixes and some you have to refine as you go. And we're gonna go over them right now with a few setups. Okay, so the first mistake I see usually off of the jab. Oftentimes when you're throwing the right hand, you're setting it up off a left hand shot. So you throw the jab, left hook, feeling something, and then you're gonna set up that right hand. Doesn't matter whether it's a straight right, overhand right, right hook to the body, right uppercut. These are some common mistakes. The first one is shotgunning. I call it shotgunning. So in your position, person's gonna throw the jab, and when they throw that right hand, this hand is down here, ready to load like a shotgun. Boom. And if I'm going to be up against someone, this is one of the first things I'm looking for. As soon as they throw the jab, I'm going to throw a little check left hook just to test. I'll stop the jab. So for those of you wanting to test that out against somebody that you're sparring or in a match with, you can always check that early. As soon as they throw the jab, you counter with the hook just to see if they keep their hand up. So the first thing is that elbow position in front, hand here, that hand has to come right off the chin. So when you throw it, it's got to come right from the chin, straight out. Don't let it shotgun first. Now the next common mistake I see is a little more subtle, and I had this mistake especially in the beginning quite a bit. Still happens from time to time. When you throw your right hand, it's somewhere in between a straight right and an overhand right. Tend to throw it like this, coming through. Now what that does is it telegraphs your shot a little bit. Also, you don't realize it. If you were to watch yourself in slow motion, two types of 1-2 combos, this one versus this one, you're gonna notice that the second one is a couple frames slower. It's going to take you longer to get that right hand to its target because of this pull, this preload, and this elbow coming up. This time it takes for this position to happen before you throw is going to cost you time. The longer it takes for your right hand to get there, the longer it's going to take for your left hook or whatever your next punch is to get there as well. So it's a cumulative slowdown, constantly pulling that right hand. The benefit is if you have an open shot, you are most likely going to get a little more power on this, because you have that time and leverage coming through. But it's going to be slower, and if somebody sees it coming, it's going to be easier to defend. So textbook right hand, you want that elbow to come right off your body. Same with the hand. Here, straight through. You don't want this pull. So the hand might not shotgun, but you're still going to be pulling. From here, it's almost like you're going to be throwing a baseball. So try to let that hand go, elbow go, without this pull or without this flare right from the body. You're not going to feel as powerful, but it's going to be quicker. It's going to let your other shots come off a little bit faster. So again, you have to be just conscious of it. Here. The next one, again, this is another subtle one. Somebody intermediate advanced might still have this. Is not sitting down on your shot, trying to use your body to pull the punch through. And in a lot of sports, you do this. You use the body to pull through. It's one of the first things I did showing up at the boxing gym. Threw a right hand like I'm in a scrap, like this. Right, getting your body to pull that through. First thing is it costs you time. Second thing is you smother your right hand. Third thing is it takes up a lot of energy. Fourth, you're off balance to throw the left hook. So you see anybody who's good with the right hand is going to sit down on that shot, let the body just turn through. What you don't want is this. Using your body to pull through. Now, that can be an effective tactic if you intentionally do it, which I have covered in other videos. You hear where you're gonna step out on an angle or get your head off the center line. If you're intentionally doing it, that can get you out of the line of fire to set up angles, to set up other shots. It's when you don't know you're doing it. It's when you don't have control over this versus this. You're sort of just doing it to get everything into that punch. So be cautious. Weight in the center, pivot, let your body stay center. Let your body stay center. Try not to use that body to pull the shot through. Last one that I noticed, and this is a finer detail some of you have to brush up, is when, and you can see this, if somebody's a beginner, intermediate, you're gonna see it. It's the first cue that you can pick up on somebody who needs more work. Experienced boxers, you put in the rounds, throw in the punches, you already work this out of your system. You already work out this kink. And that is turning your head on your punch. When you've thrown a lot of punches, thousands of punches, your body has figured out the most efficient way, and that is to have your neck relaxed, your head center, and your head looking straight forward at the target. If you are a beginner, you're tensing up your body, trying to get everything through, you're going to use that head to pull through your punch, or your body will just naturally go. Because it's not natural really for most of us to turn the body and have the head looking forward. So you got to work on that. You start out slow. Relax your neck. Head center. When you throw the right hand, head straight. Watch out for this. Here. See that? And then when I throw the left hook, and that's what tends to happen. Your head weighs a lot. Takes a lot of energy. You lose focus on your opponent, where they are, and your power goes right through. It takes a lot of energy to pull back. So work on your head center, neck nice and relaxed, chin down. Relax that neck, chin down, head center. If you twist it a little bit, it's okay. It's going to happen for everybody, but try to look out for this. A lot of people are doing it. It's going to save you a lot of energy to keep that head down the center. All right, let's look at a few tactics and setups. Some common ones. These are the most basic ones that you should know. If you're new to boxing, it's important to have these in your arsenal. One is the timing, and you've already seen this before. Instead of what we typically know as 1, 2, you want 1, 2. Almost like the one, it has to count. You don't want to just fluff it out there. It has to count, but this 2 should be coming behind the 1. Almost like 2 trains. Wow, boom. Right? So the first thing is to try to work that timing of the da-da going down the pipe. So here you go. So instead of this, instead of that timing, you want to be here. Try to get the timing of da-da, da-da, and if you can get it even faster than that, good. Work your timing. The jab still has to count, and then bring that 2 right behind it, almost like it's hidden. It won't always have to be like that. That's just one way you can effectively catch people off guard with a simple 1, 2. The next tactic is jabbing while moving to your left. When you move to your left, your opponent will move to their left most of the time. When they are moving to their left, you are walking them into your right hand. If they are moving to their right, they are fading away from your right hand. So double jab, right hand, jab, left hook, right hand. These are all common setups. So here I go, instead of 1, 1, straight down the pipe, I'm gonna just come around a little bit, And then come up the middle with the right hand. Now, that's a straight right. You can also work the overhand right or the right hook to the body. So here. Again, moving around to the outside, getting them to move to the left, working that overhand right or the right hand. You can either fit it between the gloves if you get there quick enough, or if they're fading, you catch them as they're going out that way. You catch them, or you catch them with the right hook to the body. Okay, next tactic that I like to use is set up the right hand. If you're lined up toe to toe with your opponent, this is orthodox to orthodox or southpaw to southpaw. It's not going to work. Orthodox to southpaw. Left foot in line with their right, right foot in line with their left. I want to split them down the middle. I'm going to take my right foot, my lead foot, my left, and I'm going to split them down the middle. I don't want to be here. I want to set myself up so when I go, my left foot is splitting them down the center line. I'm going to go in with a double jab right hand. So first I'm going to go in with a double jab. On that second jab, this right foot's going to come here a little bit. And that's going to give me a little bit more vision outside of their left glove to fit the right hand down the pipe or down the outside. So here, I'm moving. And I come down the side with it. I'm moving, I'm lined up. And when I throw that right hand, I just come a little bit outside of their left, outside the left glove. So instead of putting it down the middle, I'm already going to be coming down the middle. And I go 1, 2, and on that right hand, I step in a bit. As opposed to here, long, I'm going to step in. Just 2-3 inches to get that angle. Here I go. And I found I've been able to use that a lot to get just this right hand over top the left, double jab, splitting them down the middle. If I'm toe to toe with them and I'm throwing that jab and I throw this right hand, it's just going to be in line with their left forearm if they've got their guard up. So I'm either going to have to come down the middle or come around. If I can get over, I'm moving around, center line, boom. And I can usually fit it right around the left glove, and then I'm over on the side for an angle to set up a shot. Last tactic that I like to use with the right hand is about patterns. Pattern recognition, feeding a pattern that keeps me safe, that the opponent thinks they've caught on to, and then mixing it up. Usually it's go low, fake low, go high. So here, I come in with the double jab, throw the right hook to the body. Usually I can get in, throw that combo. Maybe I'll get something, maybe I won't. Opponent will usually block most of that stuff if they have a decent guard. So here I go, right hook. And then what I'm gonna do on this, I'll do that maybe a couple times. And then on the next one, I'm gonna go jab, jab. I'm gonna go low as if I'm going for that right hook. And then just come high instead. So instead of here, boom, I'm gonna go here. So here, I go. The bag doesn't move much, so it's a little bit stuffed with an opponent. You're driving back, it'll feel a little bit different. Here. So instead of this, I'll go here. High to low, set that pattern. High, fake low, go high. The right hand, the straight right hand, overhand right, right hook, one of the most effective tools in your boxing arsenal. If you're a beginner, look out for those common mistakes so that you can get the shot off quicker, maintain your balance, get other shots off quick as well. Also, set yourself up tight so that you don't waste energy, so that your opponent doesn't catch you coming in with your hands down. Then after you got those fundamentals, practice it and work on it. It's mostly awareness. After you've got those fundamentals, work these fundamental tactics. You're going to be working to the outside, walking them into your shot, working them to the outside, coming down the middle, setting up the quick timing, boom, with a ta-ta, right? Or you're going to go set a pattern of going low, then fake low and go high. Those are some of my favorite setups for landing the right hand.